Alright, everybody, welcome to Sonic Gear version. I don't know why I'm doing this, so... Oh no, oh, that's loud. Oh, that's loud. Let's play Bridge Zone, because I'm in Bridge Zone. Happy game. This is very happy game. This is happy game. So Roletale's right now streaming. Go check it out if you can type. Say in the chat if you're a viewer of mine, of course. Let Bendy Boy talk or I'll kill you. Don't say that, actually. Don't say that. I died. Din din din. Din 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 din. Ah, so far. Ah! Die. Nobody will ever love you. Guys, and also, if you don't want Roletale to rant on me again, please say, don't actually say, where's Benny Boy, because that will really make him mad. So, don't you dare say it, because then I'm gonna be screwed. He's gonna rant on me again, and I don't like when he rants on me. What is it? Checkpoint? Checkpoint! Oh, I forgot you had spikes on your back. Oh, I'm dead. Gotta be kidding me. Damn it! Soon. Locked. I can play a song, but that's creepy. Player. I want player 2 on. Boy. Options or shame. Vibration, no. Buttons. No. Oh! Music. Oh. Yeah, it should be lights effect. Oh. Back. Classic game. I don't have any lights effect. Oh, this looks kind of better. Mine is faster. Because probably with the light, there's glitch. Oh shit. Cool! Maybe, guys, maybe I'll change my name back to Benny Boy because not to Benny Boy, what am I saying? Back to Sonic Boy because people like that name more than right now. Because I do only Sonic content for some reason. But I'm naming myself Benny Boy. I'm still gonna be a fan of Benny, of course. I like Sonic more, okay, guys? I just like Sonic more. Because I have a ton of games with Sonic and name. Sonic Mania. I have Sonic Mania. So, yeah. Has Roletale ever did a Sonic video? I would actually recommend him make a Sonic video. That actually comes out pretty well because a lot of YouTubers talk about Sonic. Because Sonic is popular. And they want them views. Oh crap! Yeah! Oh, damn it! I suck at this. Oh no! Oh, change. Boy, someone mighty and rare coming very soon. I don't know why, but Sonic and Mighty, the same thing, so, yeah, I think we're gonna end the video here. Oh, maybe we could read. Oh, damn it, I forgot how it's called. A fanfic of Wimpy Kid. So, yeah, BRB, guys, BRB. Diary of a Wimpy Kid 25 years later. We're gonna read this one because I'm a big fan of Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I have the whole entire collection. The Wimpy Kid 13 review is coming very soon. So yeah, let's start. The year 2032. Friday. Well, I haven't read this thing. Okay, let's start all over. The year 2032. Friday. Well, I haven't read this thing in years. I was getting home from work and I saw this lying under a stack of paperwork. I guess I used to like it. I used to like writing it when I was a kid, so I figured I'd give it another try. Jesus, there's a lot of kitchen up to do. Where to start? Rowley's gone. No, not dead or anything. He just moved away. He's lived in Boston for 7 years now. I think I don't even remember anymore. Damn, I still haven't spoken to him at all since he left. I still don't really want to talk about it. I work a good job. I guess me and Bryce Anderson work at this office in town. I mean, it's not like I enjoy it, but it pays the bills. Am I happy? I'm not sure. Sunday, Roger still lives in Blainville like me, but not Manny. He decided it was too good for us and went to New York in his 20s. The rest of the family still hasn't forgiven him. Me and Margaret, we still see him if he's in town, but not Mom or Dad. Speaking of which, they're still living in the same house. Yeah, it's pretty old now, but they seem good there. Roderick's married. Now, he met this woman about 8 years ago, and they've got a kid. That's sex. I don't know if I'm jealous or what, but Roderick seems to be the one who knows what he's doing. Tuesday, yeah, so Roderick's married. Me? I never really thought of how it's settling down. It's not like I don't get around. I do, but I never actually had a serious relationship currently. I'm not seeing anyone. I guess I could say I've been busy with my job or something, but I'd just be making excuses. Work keeps me occupied, but it hasn't really been something I need to bring home. Plus, colleges, colleagues. Plus, Bryce and I never made it past being colleagues. Colleges. I don't know how to read this, okay? So we don't do anything outside of the office. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call. Hello? Get to the hospital! Get to the hospital! Now! It's dead! The cancer's gotten worse. Shit. Wednesday. I guess I have to complain. I was diagnosed with lung cancer over a year ago. He started treatment almost as soon as he found out, a couple months back. The doctor told us that the cancer went into remission and we wouldn't have to worry about it. Then during the checkup, they found another tumor. So I guess the doctors are bullshit. Or just bullshit. Doctors. So I guess the doctors here are just bullshit. Mom hasn't really been making it well, which I guess is totally fair. For now, their savings are just covering the medical bills, but it won't last forever. Thursday, you were never going to believe who just showed up at the hospital. That piece of shit, Manny. After almost a decade. This is what he says to see Dad? Damn, Roger must have told him. I wish he told me instead of just letting him walk in unannounced. He's in the hospital lobby with me and Roderick right now. Mom's with Dad. Neither of them know Manny's here yet. Manny wants to go see them. So I guess we have to let him in. Get the fuck out of here right now! Thursday, it didn't take Manny to... I can't read it. It didn't take him very long to leave after that. He tried to talk to us. Tried to talk to us on the way out, but Roger took care of the. Oh my god! Oh my god, Roger, what have you done? You broke out one of his teeth. Oh my god, Roger, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm home right now, trying to think all this through. For the first time in a long while, I'm genuinely scared. Not just for that, but for myself. This is never what I thought my life would be like when I was a kid. Why couldn't I have that life? Is there something wrong with me? I need to talk to I need someone I can talk about it. I don't think Mom and Dad will truly understood me, so not them. Logic maybe? I'm not gonna lie. Him and his perfect life kinda intimidate me. Sure as hell not Manny. There's only one person I can think who I want to talk right now. Outbox important. Dear Rowley. Friday. Alright, before I see what happened next, there's something I needed to get off my chest for a long time. So here it goes. 7 years earlier, Rowley and I were best friends. We had spent pretty much every day together since middle school. We went to college together and never moved into the same neighborhood afterwards. I was applying for a job at Funbrain Games, the company that made Twisted Wizard. Rowley had actually managed to get Zooey Mama in the local paper. He got good pay, and from that, I remember he was doing a really good job. I was probably the happiest I've ever been in my life, but it took one phone call for everything to change forever. 7 years earlier, so Rowley got a call from his comic sign in Boston. They had seen his work, and they wanted to offer him a position thing. The thing was, they only had a room for one more cartoonist, so if Rowley wanted the job, he'd have to move to Boston within 2 weeks. Now I wasn't particularly good mood already, because Funbrain Games had just denied my application. So when Rowley gave me the news that he'd been moving to Boston in 2 weeks, I was devastated. For the day before he moved, I told him to meet me on the roof of our old middle school. For old time's sake, I had something I've been waiting for a long time to tell him that I needed to say before he was gone. I love you. Yeah, man, I love you too, man. Yeah, I love you too, man. No, I'm serious. I don't know if I'm bi or what, but I love you. He left the next morning. We haven't talked since. Thursday. It's been 1 week since I tried to get in contact with Rowley. He still hasn't responded. At this point, I've only got one option left. Now leaving Plainville. Welcome to Boston. Oh my god! Look at Rowley's face! Oh my god! Oh my god! Look at Rowley's fucking face! Oh, that's awesome! This may be my favorite page of this fanfic yet ever. Thursday. I'm not gay, Greg! Sob. Hey, Greg, I'm not gonna play with you, Greg. I'm not gonna play Benny Machine with you, Greg. Fuck you, Greg. Saturday, my father is dead. He's gone. I'll never see him again. I'll never be able to talk to him again. I'll never be able to tell him what I thought of him. What I really thought of him. That was the man who made me hide my sexuality for the last 3 decades. He's the reason I'm miserable. I remember when I was 16 and tried to tell him the truth, and he didn't take it well. Whoosh! My name is Jacksepticeye! He never talked to me about it again. I guess he figured I changed my mind. I should have gotten this on my chest when I had a chance. Should I have told him when I could? I don't think I'll go to the funeral. Roger told me it will be on Monday. I haven't even been in Plainville. I've been living in my car in Boston for the past 2 days. I guess this means I'll have to write down what I thought of him instead of actually saying it. Just like every other genuine emotion I've ever had. Fuck you, Dad. That's just rude, Craig. Oh, look, it's here. Wednesday. The funeral was 2 days ago. I didn't go. I ended up driving back to Plainville yesterday because there's really nothing left in me for me in Boston. I found a termination letter from the office in my mailbox, which I guess should have expected when I wasn't working for a week. I realized I needed some sort of closure with Dad. So I decided to visit his grave last night. I guess I wasn't the only one with that idea, though. When I arrived at the cemetery, I detected a smell of gasoline. It suddenly made sense when I saw Manny standing at Dad's grave with a lit match. Frank Heffley's grave is dead! I don't know what I wanted to do there last night, but it sure hell I wasn't that. I feel sick. Oh no! Thursday, I couldn't deal with my life anymore. I needed someone to help me. It was only a matter of time before I became Manny. And after that, what I saw... what I saw was what he was capable of. That graveyard. I couldn't let that happen. I wasn't about to let this hate dominate my life anymore. I was scared of what Mom and Roger will think of me after skipping the funeral. I was pretty raw after what happened with Rowley, so I took a lot of nerve and even more alcohol to what I did next. Greg, that's just inappropriate. I'm not sure what I feel. What Bryce and I did this night isn't something I've ever done with another man. They've had sex. Like I said before, I've never been able to move from Raleigh, but I think I just did. I think I'm happy. It's been so long. I don't even remember what that feels like. Friday, I guess I could say my day didn't start too well. And Bryce, about my job. Is that what this was about? Jesus Christ, Greg! You can't do this to people. Get out! The worst part is, if he wasn't even wrong. I've done this my whole life. Even manipulated and lied into getting my way. I guess I am no better than Manny or Dad. I figured I'd cut my losses and go home. But I guess I can't even do that because of all I found. Arrived and locked the door and a eviction notice. I should probably explain this a bit better. I never had much money saved to begin with, but when Dad got cancer, I ended up chipping his medical bills and my paycheck just got barely covered. And the rent. So Greg rented his house as soon as I got fired. I just barely covered the rent. So as soon as I got fired, there wasn't enough cash left. I'm still not ready to see Mom or Roger. I guess So I guess I'll take my chances on the streets. I see a lot of writing here. Okay, let's continue. Friday, I'm not sure how to say this, but I spent the night at the Plainville homeless shelter. That's not even the craziest part. Fregley was there. I guess I let my guard down because I ended up talking to him, even telling him what I've been going through. Look, Greg, my dad wasn't around a lot. I don't know if you knew that, but when he was pretty bad. He hit me. He hit my mom. Eventually, sometime during elementary school, Mom told him to leave. Even though he was a total piece of shit, I still missed him. It wasn't easy without him. I can't. It wasn't easy without him. Mom barely had enough income to support me. You probably remember how I copied, never quite acting normal. He took quite the mental toll, and I don't think I ever recovered. It's not like we could afford therapy. I know we weren't really friends, and I don't blame you for that. I've always had my mom, though. She is the best friend I've ever had. I don't want to tell you what to do, man, but what do you think? The best thing you can do is to see your mom. At the end of the day, family's family. Damn! Who would have thought the best advice I've been ever given from Fregley? Saturday, well, after what Fregley said, I decided to see Mom. I wasn't sure how I felt when I knocked on the door of my childhood home, but the moment the door opened, I broke. Neither of us said a word, for that seemed like a lifetime. We stood there motionless. Then it all spilled out. All of our pain took from a million teardrops streaming down our faces. We talked for ages in the old living room about that, Roderick, and even Manny. We agreed it would be the best if I stayed there until I got my shit together. Once I thought Mom went to bed, I remembered something about the old house. Way back in middle school, I hid my Mima's diamond wedding ring here in case of I ever needed to paw it to get myself out of some god-awful situation. Like the true asshole I am, I thought now it might be that situation. Saturday, Greg, what have you done? Oh, let me try that in a girlish voice. Greg, what have you done? Like a broken record, that's all she could say. At the first, I hushed voice, repeating it at increasing volumes until finally, one last time, she fell to her knees and screamed, Greg, what have you done? I wasn't sure what to do. I couldn't say anything. I dropped the ring and ran, not sure where to go. After an hour, I found that was aimless running. I realized where I was, Roderick's front lawn. It took me one look through the window, seeing Roger with his wife and kid, to realize I can do this. I can't do this. I thought I could, but I can't. What would I even say to him? What could he even do? All I can do is screw everything up. And he doesn't need that in his life. Nobody does. I'm done with all this. I'll just have to sleep in the alley. Sunday. First of all, let me get something straight. This is No longer a journal. It's a suicide note. I'm not emotionally equipped to keep living like this. I've ruined every relationship I've ever had. I've got nowhere left to go. I'm truly stuck in this world with a bunch of morons who don't love me. That's what it comes down to, isn't it? Love, see what that's the thing. I've got a lot of love to give, but I've never gotten any back. Maybe when I was a kid, but even then, I don't think my parents ever really loved me. It looks like I've lost everything I have to live far for, so I guess this is the end. Plainville Citizen. By Plainville Man Takes His Life, community left in shock. By Holly Hills, the Plainville Citizen. Nobody expected such tragic news on the calm morning of October 2nd, but at experimentally 3 p.m. no longer time. Longtime resident Gregory Heavily, 37, jumped off a 5-story building downtown in an attempt to end his own life. Paramedics rushed him to the nearest hospital where he was put on life support. He spent the next 4 days in comatose before waking up one final and underwriting the name Rowley. In a trace-like state, afterwards he fell back into a coma and was pronounced dead. Within an hour, Greg was actually good friends with world-renowned cartoonist Riley Jefferson, who made a statement on his death. Greg was my good friend, probably my best friend. And I cannot describe how horrible it makes me feel. Greg and I had a very complex relationship that I don't think either of us probably understood. And my biggest regret is not exploring it no more. Jefferson confirmed today Zooey Mama will be a tribute to his friend Wen Heffley's family was asked to interview on the subject. His brother Roger commented, "I only wish he would have talked to me about it." While his mother Susan was too distraught for words. Zooey Mama! Knock knock! Huh? Thermos! Excuse me? Thermos be some way to tickle your funny bone. Say what? Zooey Mama. In loving memory of Greg Heffley, co-creator of Zooey Mama. That was Wimpy Kid 26 years later. Finale. This is the finale, guys. So I'm gonna end the video after reading this one. Okay, get ready for the biggest thing that Greg ever wrote. It is suicide note. Friday. Well, it's been a long time since I've written in this. I'm not sure where to start. 1 year ago, I tried to kill myself. I survived barely. I spent the past year in the hospital and lost the use of my legs. The local paper got lazy to declare me dead, and second, I flattened. They weren't wrong. I guess the old Greg Heffley's dead. I never realized what life was until I lost it. It doesn't matter what people think of me. My life is my own. And I need to take charge of it. I spent a long time in recovery, so I choose to take advantage of it. I've started taking to therapist, trying to fix my legs. They actually told me not to write in this anymore, but I needed one last entry. Today I leave the hospital. Today I start my new life. Never again dwelling on my future past. Today, I forge my new path into the future! Greg Heffley. Well, that was heartwarming. It got some really inappropriate parts. But let's just look at this beautiful picture of Greg Heffley. I don't know how he looks like. We never saw that. Did he got a beard? Did he got a mustache? Nobody knows. It's a black picture of him. So, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to. I don't know. I don't care, really. But this was a long kind of video. Sorry for those kind of long ones. I have a new intro going to be uploaded after this video. It's going to be stick with the video, so it's going to be actually a surprise. So, yeah. Ooh!